This is the plaintiff, Kadisha Johnson Gordon. She says she rented the defendant's cosmetology license so she could open up a beauty bar. The defendant was supposed to register her business. She didn't, and now she wants the $1,500 she paid her returned. This is the defendant, Celeste Edler. She says she was offered a manager's job at the plaintiff's beauty shop, and she agreed to let her use her license. Well, the job she was promised never happened. This woman jeopardized her good name by not having her business properly registered. And if anyone's owed money today, it's not the plaintiff. She's accused of not returning money. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for lost wages.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Ms. Gordon.
Hello, hi.
And your business, Pink Diamond Beauty Bar, is suing Ms. Adler for $1,500 that you say you want returned. And she is counterclaiming $5,000. You actually say that you're out $11,000 in lost wages. All right, let me hear from you first. What's going on here?
Hi, Judge. So I met the defendant through a mutual friend, 2021. We made an agreement that she was gonna let me use her cosmetology license for a year in my beauty bar to hang up on the wall. She charged me originally.
She was gonna let you use her license. What does that mean?
In the beauty bar, in case you use chemicals, you have to have someone there with a cosmetology license, which we didn't have anyone there to use that use chemicals, right?
So wait. Are you supposed to have a license there or not?
Yes.
If you're supposed to have a license, then there's a reason why you're supposed to have a license. So
Yes.
was she working for you or not?
No, she was not working for me.
Okay, so, and do you have a license?
No, I have a business license.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. I can have a business license. That doesn't make me a cosmetologist. And so you were displaying her license.
Yes.
Did it have her name on it?
Yes.
But she didn't manage the place or work for you at all?
No.
And you're the only person there, and you have no cosmetology license?
Yes.
Okay, you know that that's completely illegal.
Yes.
Okay, and you accepted how much from her?
The first time in August of 21, I did not accept the money first. We actually had a conversation. I met with her at the beauty supply.
How much money did you charge her to inappropriately and illegally use your license?
I didn't charge her to inappropriately use it. She promised me a position there as a manager first.
Okay, yeah. Did you ever work there as a manager?
No, this is
Okay,
something.
so you knew you weren't working there,
No.
and yet you took how much to be able to have your license? Because when somebody sells their license, they know they're not working there. You guys don't think I fell off a turnip truck, do you? So how much did she pay you to illegally use your cosmetology license?
She paid me the first time $1,300 with the
$1,300.
intentions to actually.
Oh, come on. Why would she have to pay if you were working there? Go ahead.
Honor, it was $1,500. I actually have a
Okay,
printout of
whether
the
it's
check.
15 or 13, there's an amount that she pays
Yes.
you. Then what happens?
May 2022.
Which was how much later?
Like 6-7 months later.
Okay.
Almost 8 months later.
Okay.
She sent me a text message. Hi, Khadijah, how are you doing? I'm having a little money issue. I know the year hasn't run out as yet. Is it possible that you could pay me early?
Wait, pay you in May for the following January?
For the following year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And what did you do?
Because me and the defendant had a good relationship at the time, I said, okay, sure, no problem.
Why don't you just say I don't have the money? I can't, sorry.
Because we had a good relationship.
Well, I have a good relationship with Douglas. If he asks me for $1,500, I'm gonna tell him, sorry, I don't have the money. I really don't care if he believes me. I'm just not gonna, that's not true. If you needed.
Thank you, I appreciate
it. Just not for an illegal license.
Okay.
Right,
So,
go ahead.
I said, okay, no problem.
So you gave her $1,500 for the next year?
Yes, supposed to be for the following year.
Okay.
September came around and the city where I live in came and said, hey, where's your business license? The business license, the business registration license they asked for was not inside of the shop on that specific day.
So then you went to City Hall and showed them
showed them my documents, and they said, you're missing one form of document, which is a zoning document, which I originally, when they came, the lady did not explain that to me. So I misinformed the defendant and explained something completely different to her, thinking that I needed more documents from her also, meaning her cosmetology license, which was completely incorrect. I then texted the defendant and explained to her, listen, I explained to you wrong. I apologize for explaining wrong, but I don't need this.
What had you told her you were going to need?
Originally, I told her that I needed her to register my business.
To register your business?
Because that's what I thought.
What?
Because she
Can I
has-
ask you something? If you're not qualified to do this on your own, just don't do it
Don't
to
do
people.
it.
What is it
Correct.
you do there?
It was just, we do braids, makeup, and lashes, but the other girls, they
Why
have
don't
their
you
license.
get your own license?
I have my, now I have mine.
Yeah,
Now
how
I have
hard was
my-
it to get?
Now, it wasn't.
Was it $3,000 or $8,000 hard?
No, it was not.
Right.
No,
right?
it was not, because this situation made me end up getting up and getting my own, yeah.
Okay.
So
During the discussion, when she thinks she's going to register your company under her name, what does she tell you?
Then.
What does she extort you for that? What does she
Then
tell you
she
it's going to cost you for that?
Then she said, oh, no, this is a different price now. This is a different ball game. I have to do this. I'm going to charge you. I'm going to speak with my husband, and I'm going to let you know how much I'm going to charge you.
And
I
then
said,
how much did she tell you?
$5,500 additional to what I already
Did
gave
you
her.
ever agree to do that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so then when you call her and say, hey, I had it all wrong, you don't have to register anything. She never registered anything in her name.
No.
Okay. Then when you call her and you tell her, yeah, that's not what I need.
I text her. I
Right,
needed the
text her.
proof.
And then you tell her what?
I said, she kept texting me, asking me, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? This, and the third. Keep in mind, her license expires October 22nd of 2022.
Didn't you know that already before
No,
you?
it didn't. Yes, we knew that. We had all of that established, and
So then why did you
she
pay her
was
for
gonna-
the whole year for
She was
license?
going to give me the new one. Every year, you're supposed to get a new license. You're supposed every 2 years or so, you're supposed to get an updated license. So that was the agreement between me and the defendant. She was going to give me the new license in this year for me to be able to use. Okay. Once I text her, she texts me, and I said, okay, I'm not going to need anything else from you. I just need the new cosmetology license, not the expired one. Her response to me was, this is a whole different ball game. This is something I've charged you because I was trying to be generous. I charged you a small amount, and no, until you have the money to give me, I'm not going to give you my cosmetology license. So then I said to her, well, then I don't need your license. I already have somebody else to do it. I don't need yours anymore. So just the money that I gave you in May, just reimburse me back the
So
money.
that's what you want back. The
Yes.
money that you precipitously gave her in May to illegally use her license in your establishment because you didn't have one. Now let's understand your counterclaim. First of all, are you working? Were you working during this time that we're talking about?
Yes, I was working part-time.
And what kind, were you doing something with the cosmetology licenses? Was that the kind of work?
Yes, I was a stylist.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many times have you done this where your license, you take money from someone for them to pretend?
This is the first time.
Okay, well,
ma'am.
we know you did
When-
it for ostensibly 2 years. What would that do to your license if the licensing board found out? You don't think it might jeopardize your livelihood?
Like I said, the first time, my intentions was to actually get hired.
I don't care what your intentions are. The truth of the matter is that if you're hired, your license would be up there because you're working there. You sold your license. No one's stupid in this
Basically,
room.
that's what I did the second year, yes.
Well,
didn't
and
let
you,
me
not,
finish
you
the
not
first
only did it
time.
the second year, it's what you did the first year because,
Yes, because
you
she
know
never-
that you didn't work there. So you were taking money. Oh, she promised me a job. If you're working there, you don't need to take money for it. You
Yes.
take money because you're taking the risk.
Right, but she promised. Can I explain this one thing, please? She promised to pay me to work there and pay me to put my license up in there also. So it was like it's supposed to be a double payment.
Really? Because
Yes.
that's not how it works. Because I go to salons, right?
Okay.
Like each person who's working there works there and has to prove that they are qualified to put chemicals in my hair, see, or my nails, or to manipulate my neck, whatever it is. We have the little thing you got to do to get a license. You've got to do it, or you don't get to practice the craft. All right? Put your hand down. Now, so let me hear from you. What do you got like a disgusted look
No,
that is
'cause-
just making me angrier. You know that you
Okay,
did
that's
something
fine.
completely wrong and your license should be pulled from you, okay? Because you sold your license.
Well, I haven't lost my license.
Well, but you may. Now, you are suing her for $5,000. You say you're out 11. 1,000 monies owed for time wasted. Explain that.
for time wasted because, like I said, in the beginning, I was under the impression, like she told me she was gonna hire me as a manager. She would pay me to manage the shop and that she would pay me also to put my license in her salon. That was the agreement.
Why would she need to pay you for your license if you're managing the shop? That's all that's required, is that the person's license be someone who's
Right.
managing the shop. And then $10,000 lost wages from August of 2021 to June of 2022, $1,000 a
That's
month.
when she promised, that's when she said she was gonna hire me to manage. Never got a call from her.
Tell me
Kept
about the
calling her.
$5,500 when she called you and said, I need you to register my business in your name.
She said she need me to register. She didn't say she needed me to. It's in text message right here. Everything's in text message. She said, hey, the city came to my shop. Apparently they didn't do the paperwork on my shop. I need the license and a shop license to go with your cosmetology license. And I said to her, I said, call me so I can understand what you're talking about.
Okay.
Because I thought you already had this. See, first and foremost, I've always worked for a corporate or a franchise.
Okay, so you thought she already had whatever it was.
Yes,
and so
I
what do you
wasn't
tell her? You call her or you two talk, and what's said on the phone?
She asked me to get the paperwork up ready, and she didn't have the proper paperwork for her shop. She needed a shop license, and she needed my cosmetology license to get a shop license.
Okay.
And she would need my driver's license and my cosmetology license to actually purchase this.
And what'd you tell her that would cost her?
I didn't tell her no price at first. I just looked into the paperwork and everything for her first. And then I said, wait, hold up. I said, because this means that now I'm fully responsible for your salon. I said, so I'm not just doing this for like $1,500. That's my license on the line. If anything happens in that shop, if you're using chemicals, I started asking her, was she using chemicals? Who was working in her shop? I started asking her questions, and she said, no, we're not using any chemicals. We're not doing none of that sort. It's just weaves and lashes or whatever from the lash bar or whatever. I said, okay. I said, but understand, if I'm gonna put my license on the line, I want to get paid. Truthfully.
How much did you ask for
I
in
asked
order
her for
to?
I asked her for $5,500. I said
All right,
$5,500.
now she calls you back and tells you, I was wrong about what I thought I needed.
No, she never called me back and said that. This
Okay,
is what she
so
said. It's in the text
When's the
messages.
next time you guys talk? Through text?
Yes.
And she tells you, I was wrong about what I needed. All I need
No,
is.
she didn't say this. First she said, did you come up with a price? She texted me back and asked me. It's all in the text messages. She said,
What date is that?
It was September 13th.
Okay. Hey, do you understand this is going to be a total different price, being that I have to get a shop license in my name? This is a totally different thing. And she says,
And I said,
and it
okay.
depends on the price. And then where's the discussion of the price? It's later. It's when she says she doesn't need it. I have all legal documents. I don't need
No.
the business license. I had it wrong.
No,
and then
right
she
here,
explains, then you say, no, you don't need it in my name, but under my license, I'm held responsible. So that's why I have charged you more. It's business. I can't put my license on the line and not get paid fairly. It's not right to me. So you let me know what you want to do. Most people would have charged you $7,500. Okay, I have someone else who was charging me the same price you did. So because I already paid you for the year and it's only been a month, you can just give me my money back. Where's the discussion of the price?
You just asked me, where did she say anything about the price when I said, she said, hey, did you come up with a price? And I told her.
Listen to my question.
Is that what you asked me?
No, what I asked you was, did you two ever agree on a price? That's what I wanted to know. There's no agreement on $5,500.
She did say she will get it
Verbally
together.
or in text?
No. She texted and she said she's going to get it together and get back to me. And then she
What
did
amount?
say it depends on the price. She
Right.
did.
So then,
she did.
So then, is there ever any agreement on the $5,500? The answer would be no. I have her getting mad before that, but it's so interesting because at the end of the day, what I have is two people misusing a license who want me to get involved and make it right. That's what I've got going on here, right?
I never asked you.
So then you tell her, give me back my $1,500, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back to the People's Court. I'm Harvey Levin. The question, are these two trying to pull a fast one in the city by using an unauthorized license? Let's go back into the courtroom and find out.
You want me to use the long arm of the law to make her give you back $1,500 that you paid her for a license that's not yours so that you could cheat and pretend that you had a licensed cosmetologist. That's what you're asking me to do.
Yes.
Right. You might as well be asking me to make her pay you for the cocaine that you sold her. Because I am not in business to enforce illegal contracts. That is against public policy. I don't know why you're smiling, because I'm sending this entire transcript to the cosmetology board. okay? When I, as a customer, go into a place, I want to know they're not going to hurt me. That's why the board is involved in handing out licenses. And they don't expect you to sell your license to the highest bidder and not be there twice. You see? So there's nothing to smile about. You're not going to get your $1,500 because I, as a matter of public policy, don't get involved in enforcing illegal contracts. And you are going to be paying the piper. Good luck, ladies.
Have a great one.
Well, this didn't work out for either one of the litigants. It's a 0-0 tie here in the People's Court. Ms. Gordon, if you'll step out here first, you're not going to get the $1,500. It's against the law to do what you were doing, really. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Did you know?
I mean, no, I didn't really know because a lot of salons do have that type of setup, so I did not know that it was.
But I mean, you
outright.
knew you didn't have anyone who was a really licensed cosmetologist. You were trying to fool people to make them believe you did have one there.
Everyone else there, for what they specialize in, has their license. It was in case of them having to use chemicals.
I know.
So.
And you weren't using any chemicals of any kind?
No, there's no chemicals being used in my salon. None.
Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, Ms. Edler, you realize you were doing something wrong. I kept thinking, why don't you get a job yourself rather than let her use your license?
I have
Why-
a job. I am employed. I
Doing
have a
what?
job. I cut hair. My license is real, yes.
But you need it in your own place where you're working, didn't you?
No. Only if I'm managing.
Oh, so you weren't actually doing mixing
She only had a
chemicals and
copy of
stuff
my
like that.
license. She didn't have my original license.
Okay. Well, the judge said she's going to send it to the cosmetology board.
Okay, and what's going to happen?
I don't know. You could lose your license.
How?
The board could cancel your license. Suppose
Yeah.
that happens. Could that hurt?
Nah.
If I were you, I'd be worried.
I'm always going to.
okay?
No, I'm
And-
never going to worry.
And you were suing for $5,000. Obviously, you didn't get
I
that.
really wasn't looking for no money. But I'm not going to let somebody sue me and not counterclaim.
All right. Good luck.
Thank
but it
you.
Didn't work.
Nope, good. Thank you. Have a great one.
Okay. They tried to pull a fast one.
So, Doug, the judge made mention of this, but look, at the base of all of this is an illegal contract. It is a contract that they made for illegal purposes to get over on the city. That's essentially what happened here. And when you have an illegal contract and somebody feels that they've been taken advantage of by the other party, the judge doesn't want to correct that because the two of them were engaged in something that both of them should not have done. So the judge doesn't honor a dispute like that because the dispute itself is based on something illegal.
My car was parked outside my house on the street. Somebody crashed into it and totaled it. I'm disabled and I need to get to my doctor's appointments. Can I add the expense of doing this to the insurance claim for my totaled car?
Yes, you can. You can, if somebody totals your car,
Right.
Until the moment that their insurance company or they pay you for the totaled value.
Right.
If you have to, while they're still leaving you hanging in on your own, if you need to rent a car.
That was your only means of transportation?
Right. That was if you have to rent a car or if you have to take Ubers or taxis or whatever,
Right.
you are entitled to that expense.
Right.
Once they pay you for the total value of the car, then you're on your own. You're supposed to take that money and buy a new car right away. So you can't do that after. But that is part of your damages. If you take away my only means of transportation, that is part of my damages.
Or now the picture could change a little if the person totaled your car and just skedaddled, you never really caught them, and you made the claim against your own policy.
Against your own
right?
policy, then that's an add-on.
Rental
It's an
car add-on or
Rental
something?
car add-on.
Right.
To
It costs you a little more money.
Costs you a little more money in the premium, and then if it's in your own insurance policy, you
Right.
can do it.
Otherwise-
But it is the damages on, for the other guy to pay, that is part of the damages, is what you're out.
Right. Your own insurance company, if you're
Is
making a claim
only
against
out
them.
if you
ponied up
for that
rental
Add-on.
car add-on.
Right.
Otherwise, you're walking or you're on the bus
Yes.
or you're riding your bike.
Yes, you're asking for favors.
Right.